We're back in Springfield, Illinois, the one-time home of Abraham Lincoln, and now it's time for some Sunday night baseball. Week 3 of the WPBL wraps up as the Boston Hunters and the New York Heights meet yet again. Both are 2-4 on the season, and both are looking for a get-back win. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Robin Roberts Stadium. I'm Jenna Becerra up here in the broadcast booth, and AJ Andrews will join me from down the field. AJ, these two teams, this is the 4th time they have met this season, but for New York, they're trying to snap a 3-game skid.
Absolutely, Jenna. Despite the dynamic duo for the Heights, Benitez and Yonatani, leading the league in hits as well as average, the Heights have still lost 3 out of their last 4 games. And what it comes down to for the Heights is that pitching staff establishing that rhythm and consistency to go late into the games. They've used 8 different players to pitch this season. So if they can come out today, Reynolds on the mound, to be able to establish command early against the Hunters hitters, that's what they're going to need to do to get that win today.
It's not going to be easy because the offense in this league is heating up. Yesterday was a day for dingers. Every single team hit a home run. Takara Hendelace hit the first one for the Hunters after 3 doubles against New York last time out. Jamie McKay for the Queen. She went yard twice, showing off the power. Oppo Taco and a laser to left field. Her 4 home runs just a couple behind the home run queens. Danae Benitez hit the league-leading 6th home run for the Heights, and just an inning later, she was no longer alone. Kelsey Whitmore matched it with her 6th home run for the Firebells, all coming in the last 3 games. This home run chase is officially on. At the same time, AJ, you're a Gold Glove outfielder yourself. We're going to see some defense on display tonight, too.
Oh, yes. Everybody loves the big hits and the big moments, but it truly is the perfect execution on the defensive plays that can change a game, the momentum, and have a huge impact. We saw that with the Hunters when they played the Queens. Ball hit down the line. Molly Patterson able to get it in quickly. The perfect hop to second base to get the speedy Amira Hondras out. She says she loves the challenge of being able to get those throws in on time and get that runner out. Then we see here just fundamental baseball getting the job done. London Studer able to hit her cut and then fires it back home to be able to get that out. It comes down to doing the little things right. And in the outfield, if you can do that defensively, you can change the game.
Well, the Hunters lead the Heights 2-1 all time. Will they keep the edge, or will the Heights jump them in the standings? It's all going down on the field when we come back.
Leading off, managed by Rocky coaches.
What's up, all you amazing WPBL fans? We're set for another amazing day for women's pro baseball. It's the Hunters versus the Heights. I'm AJ Andrews, and I am joined by the Hunters captain, Allie Schroeder. Allie, you guys have won 2 of the last 3 games in your matchups against the Heights. What do you need to do today? What's the strategy against the Heights to come out and make it 3 out of 4?
Yeah, I mean, remembering exactly what we did in the past 2 wins, keeping the energy that we've been building. We've been working so hard in practice off the field to build a cohesive team that works well together on and off the field, like I mentioned, and just bringing the exact same energy that we had in the past 2 games against the Heights right into this one.
as you guys continue to work together and build that chemistry and that bond as a team. This is Game 7. As the captain of the team, how have the Hunters evolved from Game 1 to Game 7 today?
I mean, coming together as people that knew nothing about each other to now, I mean, we have so much energy and cohesion together. I mean, we're like a family now, and I think we're just going to keep building on that, keep working together to build not just a team but a franchise as well.
As you're building that franchise, your manager, Jamal Weeks, what is his message to your team as you came out today?
I mean, exactly what I said. Keep the same energy we've had. Keep building, keep working, keep trusting the process as well. Like I said, we've been working hard off the field and looking to get us some more wins under the Boston name.
Right, you heard it here. Boston fans looking to get some more wins. Ali Schroeder and the Hunters coming up next against the Heights.
Well, how else do you want to spend your Sunday night other than being here in Springfield, Illinois for some women's pro baseball? It is the inaugural season, and Jamal Weeks, the manager for the Boston Hunters, is getting his team going. AJ Andrews talked with the captain, Ali Schroeder, one of the leaders helping Jamal Weeks bring this team together. 2-4 on the season, 1-2 under his leadership. And his lineup looks like this. Starting lineup for the Hunters presented by Horace Mann, and Denver Bryant back in the order of note there in the cleanup spot, AJ. She's hitting .313.
Yeah, she's definitely a leader when it comes to this team. She brings the energy. She keeps the team up in the down moments, able to bring them up. She's also leads them in RBIs with 6. So looking for her to have a good day today to get the Hunters on board.
Takara Heldenace right there behind her too, getting the first home run for the Hunters.
Takara has 4 doubles on the season. Talk about that first home run. She said how good it felt. And honestly, she was just thinking about what she can do next. She has that gap-to-gap power, but also, as we saw yesterday, power to hit it over the fence. She's definitely someone that's a spark plug for the Hunters.
And this Hunters offense is going to face Jackie Reynolds on the bump. Woburn, Massachusetts native. 6th pick of the 3rd round in the draft. She's got 11 innings pitched under her belt. Got the W last time out. The 1 game out of the 3 that the Heights took from the Hunters. 4 innings she threw in that one. No earned runs. But the defense that's going to be behind her, this is what it's going to look like. Valerie Perez over at shortstop. She is back. Izumi then moves over to second. And Rakyung Kim over at first base. We've seen her on the bump. Now she's over there. And of course, the captain, Danae Benitez, behind the dish, the battery with Reynolds today.
As we all know, Danae Benitez leading the league in almost every offensive category. She is definitely somebody that brings the energy and brings the momentum for the Heights, but she's going to need some help from her team, also with Reynolds on the mound. If she can go deep in the innings the way that she did in the previous game against the Hunters, that 4 innings, they'll be in good shape to have their offense show up.
And there's the middle infield there for the Heights. Val Perez, of course, coaches the firefighters. And that's in Banana Ball. She's back out there at shortstop. And leading off, too, we talked about the Hunters. Gabby Haas starting things off for Boston. She had a big hit last time out.
Gabby, the order. Haas, in the beginning of the order, she has a lot of speed. She also has what we mentioned earlier, gap-to-gap power, which is something that a lot of the Hunters lineup share. She's looking to try to poke something into the hole.
First pitch in there for a strike from Reynolds. Haas, a Palm Beach Gardens, Florida native. First pick in the 4th round in the draft for the WPBL. She'll take strike 2, working that outside corner. Haas tied for second on the team with 4 RBIs, sitting 286 so far. And a swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout. Jackie Reynolds off to a nice start for the Heights. 1 away.
That's exactly what Jackie Reynolds needs to do on the mound. Keep these Hunter batters off balance. She's able to get a good mix on the mound right now. Get Haas to swing on an off-speed pitch.
Jackie Reynolds going up against the number 2 hitter, Edith DeLea, third baseman for the Hunters. Takes that high and tight for ball 1. DeLea, native from Mexico, 5th pick of the 3rd round in the draft for the WPBL. Hitting a .158 so far, looking to get things going offensively. That's in the air. Out of play. A 1-1 count here. That pitch misses. Rocky Henley talked to AJ and myself yesterday about she already knew Jackie Reynolds was going to be on the bump today. She wanted the ball. Had success against this team last time. Ball's behind here to DeLea.
I think that's what's so great about these Heights pitchers. They all want the ball. We've talked about that in yesterday's game as well with Jada Lee, how she really wanted the ball, wanted the start to be able to get things going for the Heights.
3-1 pitch, swung on, foul tipped. Working the count full. Boston team coming in 2-4 on the season. Both of those wins coming against New York. Payoff pitch. That's upstairs. DeLea wins the battle. She'll draw the walk and make her way to first. First base runner aboard here for the Hunters as Reynolds starts to settle in. One of the hotter hitters for this Hunters team now in the box. Molly Pattison, as the pick attempt at first is not in time.
Yeah, Molly leads the team in hits with 7 on the season. One of those bats that the Hunters are really hoping gets hot in this game.
That's in the air. Foul territory. Right on the line, coming over to make the grab. That is Claire O'Sullivan at third, and it's 2 down. We've seen Claire all over the place. On the hill, at the hot corner. Seen her in the box, but now Denver Bryant's turn, the cleanup. Bryant from Albany, Georgia. 8th pick of the 2nd round in the WPBL draft. Takes ball 1 off the plate. 313 average. You mentioned it, AJ, leading the team with 6 RBIs. That's what we call the Denver disposition. You coined it.
The Denver disposition, which is basically the way that she's able to get on base and have fun. She's not just a player that can get it done on defense, but she can also get it done at the plate. And when she does get it done, you will see her laughing, you will see her dancing every single time. That's that Denver disposition.
She'll take a strike there to make it 1-2. That's the energy. She's brought it all season long.
Yeah, I asked Molly Patterson what it's the difference between playing in Australia and playing here in the States. She said, honestly, there's no Denver Bryant in Australia. So that energy is unmatched.
Truly. And 2-2 count here. 2 outs. It's fouled. In that win last time against the Heights, the Hunters took it 6-1. It was on August 13th. Bryant 2 for 4. On the ground through the 5-6 hole. Denver Bryant gets the base knock, and it's 2 aboard with 2 outs for Boston. And coming up next, Takara Hendelace. The first home run of the season for her and for the Boston Hunters. Every single team in the WPBL now has gone yard. Extra bases has just been the name of the game for her recently, AJ, with all of those doubles against New York. 3.
She said, first base who? I'm looking for extra bases every single time. I asked her how it felt when she hit that home run, and she said, it felt like I mishit it. She said, I actually felt like I just hit a pop-up because in the games prior, the game where it was Rob, the ball that she hit to the fence, she said that one felt better. But that's what happens. The balls that typically go over the ones that you barely even feel off the bat, that's how you know you squared it perfectly.
Patient here as it's a 2-0 count. Yeah, I think everyone else here at Robin Roberts Stadium knew that it was out off the bat.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter.
Just misses. 3 straight balls from Reynolds. Curious to see if she gives herself the green light. Seen success when hitters stay aggressive. She'll take a strike 1.
On that green light, though, it has to be the perfect pitch, the exact pitch that you have in your plan. I think if you go out looking for a pitch, even if it is a strike and it's not what you wanted, that's when things kind of fall apart.
Very true. That one's wide. Hendelace will draw the walk as well, and that will load the bases for the Hunters.
She finally touched first. She's only on first base. I know that's different for her. I got to ask her how that one feels.
We're getting so spoiled by her at-bats lately.
Right.
Hyuna Kim now with 2 outs, bases loaded. Hitting 182 so far this season. Does have an RBI in the books. Getting the start behind the plate today. The 4th overall pick. First one for Boston in the draft. He'll take ball 1.
After 2 walks, Kim wants to really go up there and be patient. You want to look for your pitch, knowing that Reynolds has kind of struggled.
Good point. She'll take the strike there. Yeah, make them come in the zone. The 1-1. Make it 1-2. Big swing on that pitch, and it's strike 3. Stranding, the bases loaded. Reynolds gets out of it scoreless after the first half. And there she is, the manager of the New York Heights, Rocky Henley. She joined us in the booth yesterday. Now she's going at it, competing with her team on the field. First woman to manage a team in the WPBL, and this is the lineup that she put together today. The starting lineup for the Heights, presented by Horace Mann. And we've talked about the 1-2 punch that Natsuki Onitani and Danae Benitez are. Benitez in that 2 spot today.
Benitez leads in every offensive category you can think of. You saw that, a average over 700. She's just looking for some ducks on the pond so that she can get them on in.
1-0 pitch. Misses a touch outside to Yonatani.
And one of the best players to do that is Yonatani.
Second in the league with 13 hits. Only behind Benitez. Stays disciplined.
Third in batting average. And you always see a smile on Yonatani's face. Whenever she makes contact, whether it's a hit or not, as she's going over to first base, she has a smile on her face.
Takes a strike there as starter Kate Blunt starting to work back. From Ladero Ranch, California. First pick in the second round. Couple of innings pitched. As that'll be ball 4 to Yonatani. A base runner aboard here for the Heights. And the Hunters in the field. This is what it looks like. Blunt gets the start. Yuna Kim getting the start behind the dish. That is the battery. And Gabby Haas back out there in center field as well. We saw her there earlier this season.
Yeah, she made an amazing over-the-shoulder diving catch in outfield earlier this season. Definitely against this explosive offense for the Heights. Gonna need her to flash that leather some more.
Danae Benitez has been flashing the lumber, to say the least. You said it, AJ, leading in almost every offensive category here in the league. Video game type numbers, just under 800 batting average.
Video game for real.
Big attempt at first, and Yonatani gets back safely.
A bad day for Benitez is if she doesn't hit a home run. That's how. That's what she's doing right now at the plate.
6-game hit streak. And that's down the third base line, off the glove. As Benitez looking for 2 bags. She'll take the double, and Yonatani wheels around to come in and score, and New York is on the board. So not a home run, but still extra bases and an RBI for the slugger. RBI number 19 for the captain.
Benitez able to just turn on that ball, get it inside, just right on the line. There's a little bit of miscues out in left field that allowed Yonatani to make her way all the way home.
Claire O'Sullivan steps in now for the Heights. She's off to quite the start offensively. Last time was 3 for 4 against Boston, hitting over 500. We talked to Rocky Henley yesterday when she was here in the booth. She talked about moving Benitez up to give her more at-bats. Claire O'Sullivan hitting behind her today. Benitez takes off. Breaking pitch, slides in, uncontested at third. A league-leading 7th stolen base for the captain.
The Heights lead the league in stolen bases. They're always looking for the extra one, as we saw even with the Yonatani. It's not stopped. They don't even really look to check the third base coach. Nice. Speed kills. So they say speed never slumps.
Never slumps, that's right. And to be fair, neither does Benitez so far this season.
Right. Benitez doesn't slump, period. But let's not, I don't want to jinx her. She's doing amazing.
Yeah. And O'Sullivan looking to protect here. Does so, fouls it out of play. We've also seen what Claire O'Sullivan can do just yesterday. One of the big-time flies that goes over the fence. It was her first home run of the season here in the WPBL. She's the power threat.
Look how smooth and easy her swing is. Smooth all the way through the zone. And just missed it this time.
Lifted into left, but a productive out as the sacrifice fly is successful, and Benitez comes in to score. A 2-run lead for the Heights. Heights fans excited to see a fast start as Kylie Launer steps in. Takes the breaking ball for strike one. Launer's the DH today, hitting just over 300 so far this season. Takes that pitch for a ball. Known to be pretty patient. Tied for second in the league with 5 walks. She's also been hit 3 times, also second in the league. The Heights now have scored 10 times in the first inning so far this season.
Yeah, the Heights are a really good team at attacking first and getting on the board first. What they need to do is make sure they can keep that going in the later innings, because the Hunters are a team that shows up big in those later innings.
Couple of games, they were ahead. They gave it up in the late innings. As Launers puts that hard on the ground through the left side. Keeping the rally going. And another runner aboard for New York.
Blunt placed it well, but Launers was just ready for it. Turns on that inside pitch, gets a good ball on it, and able to poke it through the infield.
One away with Lahners over at first. That's Val Perez. She'll take a first pitch strike. Out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Back in the lineup today over at short, 34 years old. The 0-1 pitch is outside. We talked about how Perez, the head coach of the Firefighters in Banana Ball. That's just under the glove, but handled at second. The force is complete. Throw over to first, not in time. It'll skip away, but Perez will stay put. And the second out is recorded.
Yeah, that ball just under Micah Dumais, first baseman's glove. Not able to get that out at first base.
The Hunters come in to today, third in the league in fielding percentage. And now London Studer with 2 outs. Studer hitting .273. Another one that we've seen both on the mound, in the field, and in the box. Pitch is down, just gets past. Perez hesitates. She'll go back to first. And on those, AJ, you really have to make that split-second decision.
Yeah, you have to be quick. I mean, this is a game of inches, and it comes down to not just inches when you're trying to make a play or trying to hit the ball, but inches as the way that you're thinking.
Perez takes off this time. In second base, standing up. Second stolen base of the day for the Heights. Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs for Studer. Lined into the gap right side. That's gonna fall. Coming around to score, Perez. She'll stand up. And an RBI single for London Studer. 3-0 ball game here in the first.
Studer able to get a really good ball on it. She able to pull that ball in the right center. She's got a good bat on the ball.
That'll bring up Diana Ibarra. Ibarra hitting just under 200 so far this season. Native of Mexico. 11th pick in the 3rd round. Pick at first. Unsuccessful. Ibarra has been a key player on the Mexican women's national team since 2019. Tipped into the glove of Kim.
Studer also someone that has a little bit of speed. The Heights are always a threat to steal.
And keeping a close eye on her over at first. No stolen bases on the season just yet for Studer. Strong lead still at first. The 1-1. Waves at it for strike 2. That'll miss. Coming into this, Kate Blunt, in her 2 innings pitched, only 1 earned run allowed. Couple of strikeouts to a couple of walks. Heights have gotten to her early here with the 3 spot in the first. Another pick attempt. So because that was the 3rd pick attempt and it was unsuccessful at first base, it's the same rules that we have in the MLB. That will give Studer the opportunity. She automatically advances over to second base. Something to keep in mind for pitchers. They're keeping a close eye on base runners. 2-2 again. Swinging to miss. The strikeout instead. But 3 runs come across a productive offensive outing, and it's 3-0 New York over Boston. One inning complete. The New York Heights on top of the Boston Hunters 3-0 so far. It is the bottom of the order due up for Boston. 7-8-9 as Rain Padgham looks to lead things off for the Hunters. Padgham out of Canada. 12th overall pick. She'll take strike 1 from Reynolds. Reynolds navigated some traffic, got out of a bases loaded jam with the strikeout, notched 2 Ks in the first. The 1-1. Popped up, foul territory. Going back to make the grab is Benitez, and she's all over it. Light work for the captain.
She's so quick. She's such a quick and agile catcher. As soon as it's up, you see her pop time. I wonder what it actually is. Her pop time, able to get up, find the ball, and able to make the catch gracefully.
For a second, I thought we might see some Dottie Hinson action doing the splits there. Just for funsies.
She had a little trick. She threw her catcher's mask.
That's true.
A little late. Some little flair.
Flair is definitely one of the words to describe Danae Benitez. 1-0 count here to Micah Dumais. That's on the ground. Moving to the left. Attempts on the knees, but can't quite reach it. That's Izumi. And Yonatani gets it in quickly, but Dumais is aboard.
Izumi was right there. She just didn't get low enough. I think she was almost anticipating a hop is what it looked like. And the ball just stayed low.
You're right, AJ. She actually moved her feet really well, covered the ground.
Yeah, she got to it.
And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Yamamoto. Takes that in the dirt, but taken off over to second. Dumais wasting no time. After her first hit, now in scoring position for the Hunters.
Yeah, Boston, a team that gets really aggressive and gets things going later on in the innings. We've seen the success that they have when they get on the board early. So trying to be aggressive. We see a bunt. Is it the first? Oh, she's safe.
Putting pressure on the defense, breaking out the small ball. Yamamoto motors to first.
Is that our first bunt?
I think our first fully executed bunt single that we have seen in the WPBL.
Look at this. Oh, perfect. Hitting it off the end of the barrel. Trying to deaden that ball, getting it out and on the ground. It's perfect placement. We'll call it the dead zone, right between the pitcher, the third baseman, and the catcher. It's really hard for all three of them to gather to get there. It's honestly the first one to get there first to make the play. But when you got speed, it's often not good enough.
Runners at the corners now for the top of the order. It's back to Gabby Haas. Second hit of the season for Yamamoto. 0-1 pitch is wide. Haas struck out swinging last time.
Telling you, sometimes the short game, it feels like a more pressure situation than the ball's hitting the gap or the ball's hit over the fence.
Swings through, throw down to second is high, sliding in, and they got her. Benitez, the fourth runner she has caught stealing this season. That leads the league.
Hunters trying to be aggressive. But Benitez, getting that great pop time and that arm. Not so close, but.
Close play with the tag there. That's the second part of the play. And staying at third is Dumais, 2-2. Soft liner up the middle. That's going to be cut off at short behind second base. Perez over to first in time. And the Heights get out of it once again. They maintain the 3-0 lead heading to the bottom of the second. Here in the bottom of the second, so far the Heights have been able to shut down the threat on the defensive side. Offensively, they have been a threat. 3 runs across in the top of the first. In the bottom of the first, excuse me. And they are looking to add to it here as Rakyung Kim leads off. She'll take ball 1. Kim, looking for her first hit in the WPBL. Takes a strike. 11th overall pick in the WPBL draft from Seoul, South Korea. In their first strike. Blunt still on the mound for the Hunters after getting the start. Working with the 1-2. That'll even it up 2 apiece.
Blunt really trying to stay on that outside part of the plate.
Flared to the right side, going back a couple steps, making the grab is Dumais. Blunt retires the first batter she sees here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Kira Izumi. From San Diego, California, second pick in the second round of the draft. She ducks out of the way of that one. Hitting just under 300 so far this season. She has also left the yard this year. Thought about the small ball. Hey, AJ.
We see more bunts. Bunt attempts. I'm telling you, bunts provide so much pressure on a defense. You have to get the ball in time, fire it off in time, and an accurate throw.
That pitch just missed. Bunts are part of just fundamental baseball, too. Obviously, a very offensive game we have seen from these women so far this season.
That, and if you're able to place it perfectly, let's say down the third base line for the Hunters, DeLeja, she's all the way, but she's a few feet behind third base. It's going to be a very difficult task for her to get that ball and get Izumi out at the same time, or in time.
3-1. That'll be ball 4 to the number 9 hitter. Another New York runner on base, and it is back to the top of the order. One time through, and the Heights brought 3 across. Yonatani drew the walk, came around to score on the Benitez double last time. And coming into this ball game, Yonatani and Benitez had combined for 31 hits. The rest of the team, 35 total.
Crazy.
Bends that pitch to find the zone. Yonatani and Benitez also combining to hit 660 coming into today, scoring 20 runs. The rest of the team hitting 250 as a group, scoring 21 runs. So it really starts right at the top with these two. Runner takes off. Throw down, one hopper, and sliding in safely, Izumi.
The Heights adding another stolen base to their already leading stolen base record in the WPBL.
Third of the day for New York. Scoring position for Yonatani. Out to left field, deep, foul territory. Oh, look at the ground she covered. Tagging and advancing to third is Izumi, but held an ace. What a play.
What a play. She had to run a long way to get that ball. Tommy hits it down the line. Aldenese, she does a really good job of tracking it, running toward the ball, long distance, but before she reaches out, make sure she's within a couple steps before she reaches to try to make the catch. If you reach too soon, that slows you down, and sometimes you're not able to get to that ball. So she did a good time of covering that ground and then reaching out at the right moment.
The one arm extension there to give you that reach. I've seen you make some catches like that, AJ.
You know, it isn't my repertoire.
Benitez. Curious at this point, obviously tied with the league high, 6 home runs alongside Kelsey Whitmore from the Firebells. How do you pitch to her? Last time, the RBI double. Right now, being careful, 2-0. Thought about it, takes ball 3.
Yeah, Benitez, somebody that, as you said, she doesn't just hit it a long way, but she can also get it done with the singles, the doubles. So really just trying, I think, staying low on her. But Blunt looks like her plan right now is to stay outside.
Stay away. A 4-pitch walk to Benitez. On board for the second time today. Runners at the corners here for the Heights with 2 outs. Claire O'Sullivan. Interesting mindset when you're hitting behind someone that you can see the other team is pitching around. Sac fly RBI last time up. Benitez takes off. Jogs right on into second.
That's why O'Sullivan's a perfect person to hit behind Benitez, though, because she's just been getting a great bat on ball every AB. Whether she gets out or not, the ball is hit a long way. She's making great contact.
Connects with that one. And it's out of play. The first time Benitez has not been in that 3 spot in the starting lineup this season.
As you said, manager Rocky Henley wanting to get her more ABs. That duo is now the 1-2 punch, Yonatani and Benitez.
The 1-1. Off the plate. O'Sullivan off to a good start with her production overall. Couple of RBIs in her back pocket, 2 aboard. Could add to it. Popped up in the infield. Right side. Over at first, Dumais makes the grab. So a couple of runners stranded. No more come across. 3-0 New York.
Scan the QR code on the video board. We're officially launching our WPBL fan zone. If you want to stay up to date with the latest WPBL news, this is definitely the best way to do it. You can find the countdown to game time, your programs, tickets, merchandise, so much more. Grab your phones, scan the QR code, and join all the WPBL fun.
Top of the third, back here at Robin Roberts Stadium, and it is a beautiful night for some baseball. Women's Pro Baseball, an inaugural season here for the league, and I am thrilled to welcome in one of the stars of the San Francisco Firebells, Amanda Gentiloni. Amanda, thank you for being here. We're super pumped.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We're super excited to hear all of your insights as we get to watch baseball together.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it's
get
gonna be
better.
fun. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, AG.
What's up, AJ?
We got AJ, AG, and JB here on the call.
Say that 3 times fast.
And Edith DeLea, the number 2 hitter, leading things off here for the Hunters. And Amanda, players are really coming out here and watching a ton of games or watching them on TV when you're not playing. How has that part been?
Yeah, I think that we've waited a long time for this to happen. So not only are we enjoying playing the game ourselves, but we're enjoying coming support all of the other women that are playing in the other games. And plus, I mean, it does help to kind of watch your competition and scout them out a little bit too. But ultimately, it's just amazing to experience this from not only a player's perspective, but a fan's perspective as well.
Jackie Reynolds is looking like, don't know what happened, but manager Rocky Henley came out. The training staff has come out to talk with her a little bit. She's taking a walk. It looks like it might be something with her foot or her leg.
Saw that warm up. She's testing it out again here on the mound. Amanda, I know you talked about the workouts and taking care of your bodies, all of those things that you as players, as professionals, are learning how to do. What's that process been like so far?
It's super important to take care of our bodies when we're not playing. So when we're not playing, we are recovering our bodies, we're at the gym working out, and we're practicing. So even if we're not practicing as a team, the players have individual game plans that they do to recover their bodies and then prepare them for the next week of games.
Yeah, we saw you getting your workout in, going over there to, what's Hot Works?
Yes,
right?
Hot Works.
Listen, I don't know if you guys are following Amanda on Instagram, but you need to be.
I don't know.
It's Amanda Gentiloni, and if you can spell that the first time, then I'll give you $1,000.
What?
AJ, you don't count because you know how to.
Okay, I'm about to type G.
You know how to spell it.
It looks like Jackie Reynolds may have an injury that she's going to take a look at. She was trying to work through it, but she's going to take a minute and come off the field, throwing the first couple of innings for the Heights, getting the start on the bump. Did a nice job of getting out of some jams. Strandon, the bases loaded, getting some Ks, and then getting out of it with a nice caught stealing from her catcher and rolling up this grounder to get out of it, keeping it scoreless for the Hunters so far. So she finishes with a couple of innings pitched under her belt. Just a couple of hits she allowed. Pair of strikeouts, pair of walks. And it's a new era call to the bullpen, a new pitcher on the mound. Alyssa Zettelmoyer going to get things going for the Heights. As she gets her warm-up pitches in, we'll take a break and be back in a moment. Starting pitcher Jackie Reynolds passing the ball over to Alyssa Zettelmoyer, who is settling in on the mound now. She faces DeLea Pattison and Bryant Dew up for the Hunters this inning. First pitch misses. Zettelmoyer was the 10th pick of the second round in this league. In the air. Sky to the left side, ranging over from center to make the grab. That's Ibarra, and it's one away. Amanda Gentiloni here with us in the booth. And you were drafted pretty high for the WPBL, but also the first signee, the first one to sign on with the league. What was the vision like when you first decided, all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be the first one?
I felt like I've been waiting for this opportunity my entire life. So when the opportunity presented itself, I moved fast. And so, you know, I became the first player to sign and really became one of the first advocates to talk to the other players and really get them on board as well.
Molly Pattison now at the plate.
AG, when you were talking to the other players, what was the excitement, the response that you had?
Honestly, people were shocked that it was becoming a thing. And, you know, just talking with them through the initial conversations that I had and just getting them excited, it was honestly like all of our dreams came true. Everyone was very excited, supportive, getting all the other players on board, not only in the United States, but, you know, calling on all of our international friends. Most people don't know this, but we've played against and with all of these women for years. And so just banding everybody together and getting them on board was super fun.
How cool is it to be able to grow up playing with a group of women and you guys have a dream for something and you think, oh, maybe it's not going to be possible, and now here you are playing professionally?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I definitely thought with the trajectory of women's sports that we would see a women's pro baseball league in my lifetime, but I didn't know it was going to be in my playing career. So to get to experience this as a player is surreal. And so I think a lot of the players share that sentiment. We've just been waiting our entire lives to play professionally. It's the pinnacle of being an athlete. We've all played collegiately, we've played internationally, we've accomplished so much, but now that we're playing professionally, it's the pinnacle of being an athlete. So it's just an amazing experience.
Denver Bryant fouls that pitch off after Yonatani ran that one down out there in right center field to make the grab for 2 away.
Yonatani had a great jump on that ball, able to get herself into the perfect position to make the catch. Honestly, the best part, or most important part in the outfield, is be able to get that first step, that first jump, to get your body in the right position and right momentum toward the ball.
And a few players out there making this one and hanging on to that one. Rakyung Kim sticks with it and gets the 3rd out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 for the Heights. They're still up by 3. Defensive gem.
Please thank to our following supporting partners: Executive Transportation, Fred Weber Neighborhood Loans, Key Health,
Bottom of the third inning, the Heights got out of the top half with a defensive gem over at first. Rakyoung Kim sticking with this pop-up to the right side. Amanda, you know what it's like to play over there on the right side in this turtleback field that dips going into the outfield. How tough is that play?
It's really tough. Any ball that is between fielders is tough, and that's where priority and communication is key. And at second base, if I'm shifting towards the middle, that's a play where the first baseman has to get to, because I'm shifted so far up the middle that she has to know she has to bust there and get to that ball. And then of course the turtle back in the decline. I thought it was going to be a lot harder to play on it, but when you're in the moment and you become an athlete, and so we saw that in that play.
Kylie Lahners with the check swing there. She leads things off for the Heights. For those that don't know, there's only a handful of turtleback fields still used throughout the country, and it has that slope from the infield to the outfield. And one of them right here at Robin Roberts Stadium. 1-2. Lahners takes ball 2.
Amanda, you saw the way that Kim was able to stick with that ball to make that catch. In the outfield, we do a lot of hip turn drills, a lot of head turn drills to be able to stay with it even if we're falling back or going back. What do you do in the infield?
Yeah, it's the same thing. We practice a lot on, our angles. Angles are super important in the infield, whether it's ground balls or fly balls going back. But what we're taught is we're going back 100% to the outfield until they call us off. So we expect that it's our ball. Even if we're running all the way into center field, it is our ball until the outfielders call us off.
Outfield takes control over the infield when they can, and Padgham right there took a great angle to make that play at short for 1 down.
I've never asked this of an infielder I played with, but how often are you guys hoping the outfield calls it?
To be honest, we want the outfield to call it because they have that better angle coming in, and I'm sure you as an outfielder, you love coming in on the ball as well versus coming back. Going back on a fly ball is much more difficult than coming in. So, yeah, we're going 100%, but we're hoping the outfielder took a good jump and it'll take it from us.
Haas with a nice jump there as it's a 1-pitch, second out recorded there as Perez is retired. And 2 away now for London Studer. Ooh, right back up the middle. That's going to deflect off of Blunt. A hot shot gives her a 2-out single. That's got to sting.
Did it her hand or her glove?
Looks like she's all right, but it looked like it might have hit her. Let's take another look. Gets her on the backside there. Right back where it came from. Studer aboard now for Diana Ibarra. First pitch will miss for ball 1. I'm with you, Amanda. I'm an infielder, so that's the approach that I have too. It's like, yep, I'm going for it. But if the outfield calls it off, all theirs.
Exactly, and the same play with us and the first baseman and the pitcher. We have priority over them as well, so they'll be going 100%, but as a second baseman, it's my responsibility to call them off.
Pick off at first, not quite in time. And you just came off playing the LA Queens 4 times in a row. Not easy to do that, to go up against competition that often in a short time span. How was that experience?
Yeah, no, it's true. We played them 4 times in a row, and it was a tough first game against them, but we made the necessary adjustments on both sides of the baseball, and the outcome, showed itself. And so we were very happy with our production offensively, defensively. Our pitching staff was great, and we just have such amazing team chemistry. I know that you guys have seen different lineups from us, different pitching rotations, but no matter who is in, we're able to produce, and I really just feel like our Firebells team is such a special team.
I loved what manager Matt Williams said. Even though it is 4 games in a row, every game is different, and you have to play it that way. And it really looks like that's how you guys operate as a team.
It's so true. And as we know in women's baseball, we have so many two-way players. So when Kelsey comes in the pitch or Jill comes in the pitch, the entire defense shifts and our lineup shifts. And so that's the unique piece of women's baseball. And so it is a different game every single time in a sense. And it is a different approach, especially when it's the same thing on the other end. We're facing different pitchers every game and different lineups and different defenses. So it goes hand in hand.
The bobble over at third base, and Ibarra will reach on the error. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs. Conversation really quickly between the umpires. That's Emily Herpick behind home plate. Bases umpire Jolynn Polano. Rakyung Kim. Strike on the outside corner. You go from being opponents, especially on the global stage with a lot of these players, Amanda, and then you have some on your team. How has that transition been so far?
It's been very interesting because we know of a lot of these women. We played against them, right? But now getting to be teammates, it's actually really cool. We have 5 different languages on our team. We have English, French, Korean, Japanese, and Spanish. And it's super cool because we're learning each other's languages. We're learning each other's just uniqueness in their cultures. It's been super, super fun. So, you know, for me, the experience has been kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime thing where we get to kind of learn each other and experience all different sorts of cultures and baseball cultures.
I talked to Jua, and it was Korean Independence Day a couple days ago,
Yeah,
right?
Korea Day. That's right.
Korea Day. She promised me a face mask.
She did give everyone on the team a face mask, and Joelle, our shortstop, did one before the game, and it was great, and it was super cool. I really need to do the face mask. Jua, if you're listening, I will do the face mask this week.
Yes, Korean skincare is top notch.
It is.
I might have to get in on that too, I'll be honest. The 2-2 here to Rakyung Kim. Launched into left, into the corner. That'll bounce. Coming around to score. And Studer comes across, but a tough play between first and second. And that will do it. Boston still trails by 3 to New York.
Welcome back to Robin Roberts Stadium, you amazing WPBL fans. If you want to see your face all over the socials, make sure you tag us. It's Social Sunday. Right here, we have a fan that came to their first game yesterday. She was so excited in her season, right above the dugout. She asked to be the Batgirl, and guess what? Her wish was our command. She became the bad girl. Her dream was to meet Danae Benitez, and she did it. We have so many other photos and fun from around the stadium and at the game. If you tag us, you will be featured, and you may just make it on air. So please come to the games, have some fun, and even meet some of the players. Tag us at WPBL_official to be featured on the next Social Sunday.
Amanda, I see you hanging out with some of your teammates, but some players from other teams too. It seems like it's all friendships until you get between the lines.
Oh, 100%. We want to win, and we will do anything to win, no matter who we're playing against. But yeah, obviously outside of the games, we're all friends. Some of my best friends play in the WPBL.
Who are they?
All right, we're going to quickly shout out. No, Kelsey. We're going to shout out Kelsey Whitmore. She's incredible. Danae Benitez, Ashton Lansdale, Kylie Lawners. And I have so many other friends, as you've seen in the picture, Meggie. Been knowing these girls for 10 years, and some of them even came to my wedding. We've experienced so much of life together, and we support each other in all stages of life. It's really cool.
Being that you know them so well, what is your strategy when you face them? Are you giving the pitchers some tips, some tricks? How do you go up against your friends?
We almost know each other too well. We know our tendencies. We know what we like to swing at. We know what sides of the field that we tend to hit to. We know what pitches we don't like to see, and, you know, base stealing. We kind of know each other's games, so it adds an interesting element into how we prepare for certain teams. And not only us, but, you know, our international players know all the international players very intimately as well. So we kind of use that information to prepare for our games against these teams.
Takara Heldenace with her second walk finds herself over on first as Hyuna Kim steps in. She struck out her first time up. Yeah, I remember Sato talking about how she hopes Yonatani doesn't share all of her secrets with the Heights, especially before opening day.
Feels like it's one of those don't hate the player, hate the game situations.
That's right. That's right. Yes, information is being shared amongst everyone. I can tell you that much, because everyone wants to win.
Pick attempt over there again. And Benitez keeping her head on a swivel back there. You mentioned Danae Benitez, one of your close friends, Kelsey Whitmore. We're talking quite a bit about the home run chase because it has been exciting. Both of them now with 6. You got to witness Kelsey getting her 6th. That's her teammate yesterday, as that one is hit in the gap on the right side. That'll fall in. Runners will advance, and Kim finds herself with a base hit.
Yeah, Kim just kind of threw her bat out there, but made great contact, able to put it in the right center gap. What I really love is Yonatani's angle to the ball, the way that she's able to cut it off. She was able to prevent Eldenace from going to third, because with the ball, the placement of it, it looked like she was able to round and possibly get to third, but because Yonatani was able to cut it off the way she was and get in so quickly, it stopped her.
Rain Padgham. First pitch she sees on the ground to the right side. Throw is high, it'll get past. The Hunters take advantage. Heldenace comes around to score. And Kim advances to third with Padgham standing on second. Boston on the board.
This is what Boston does when we start to get to the later half of the game. That's kind of when they turn on.
And we talk about those plays on the right side of the infield. Amanda, you're a second baseman. What's the key there? I mean, is it getting your feet set to make that throw? What are you thinking about in that type of situation?
In this situation, the game can speed up on you so quickly. There's runners on. It's fairly still a close game. And when that happens and you know you need to make that play to get the momentum on your side, the game does speed up. So for me, to make that play, it's all about footwork, right? I need to get my feet around it and then make a good throw. She's close to the bag, so it doesn't need to be anything overpowering, but, you know, setting up for that flip or that throw is essential.
When you throw it away, when balls get away like that, is it because you're trying to fire too fast? You're kind of letting the runner dictate your speed rather than taking your time?
It could be a few different things. I think that sometimes, overthrows could be, your body coming up, and you're not staying low through your throw. Some of it could be just rushing the play and not getting a good grip on the ball. There's a lot of different situations, but man, as a player, it's the worst feeling possible when you have a play like that and you make an overthrow.
Infield or outfield, overthrowing the cut, and it just goes where.
Yep, and it happens to all of us. Every single player in this league is going to make an error at some point, but it's all about short-term memory because guess what? The ball is going to find you again.
And that ball finds the grass as it goes all the way out to the wall off the bat of Micah Dumais. She's got an RBI double, and Kim comes around to score, as well as Padgham. 2 more for Boston. It's a 1-run ball game.
We say this all the time in women's baseball, but there's not ever a lead too safe because you'll see high-scoring games. It's awesome.
Dumais gets a good bat on it. Perfect timing, able to turn on that ball. Rolls all the way to the fence. Hare able to get that double and score some runs in.
Well, the Hunters allowed 3 in the first inning. They put up a crooked number with 3 themselves here in the 4th. Amanda started talking to you about the home run race, and now they've just been manufacturing.
Yeah, it's honestly, we're witnessing multiple players hit home runs, but obviously Kelsey and Danae are in a home run battle right now, and we're witnessing 2 of the best players in our sport go homer for homer, and it's awesome. And for me, obviously, Kelsey's on my team, and it's just incredible. She's on a hot streak, and she's, killing it out there, and Danae is as well. As long as Danae don't do too much of that when she plays against us.
Yeah, that's fair.
For you, when you get on a hot streak, or any player that gets on a hot streak, what does it feel like?
We put in so much hard work.
Off the glove and left. That is going to fall in, and Yamamoto is over there on first. Boston keeps passing the bat.
We all put in so much hard work on our swings, and when you're on a hot streak, it makes everything kind of come together, and it feels so good because obviously baseball is a game of failure. You're in a battle with the pitcher and with other, elements when you're hitting. So when you're on a hot streak, it's like a euphoric experience as a hitter, and I'm sure you've had those situations too, AJ.
Bunt is laid down. Zettelmoyer gets the out at first. It'll move the runners up, and the sacrifice is successful.
More bunts, more bunts. Yeah, when you're in that hot streak, it just feels like you can't be stopped. It doesn't matter where you're going to pitch the ball, I'm going to hit it. It's so interesting how they come in waves, too. It's just a game of baseball.
But the key is to have that feeling no matter what the outcome is.
Ooh,
when I'm in the box, I am feeling that I'm 4 for 4. I am feeling that confidence.
Skied to the left side. Studer under it. She'll make the grab. Going to tag is Dumais. And the sac fly for Edith DeLea. Another one tied up at 4 here in the 4th.
As Dumais slid home, she stood up and yelled, "Let's go!" Trying to fire up the rest of the Hunters because now they are tied up. It is a new ball game. Leia a little bit out in front, but she does the job getting the ball in the outfield. Dumais turned on the Jets, scoring the tying run for the Hunters.
4 runs so far in this inning, and Molly Pattison steps in. Gets a piece. That's in foul territory. Running over, but running out of room is O'Sullivan. Amanda, we talk about these players hitting all of these home runs, but you were the first one to wear the home run chain for the Fire Bells. How was that feeling in that moment with your team?
It was an incredible feeling. So much of our game is momentum. So in that moment, getting to produce for my team, it really felt like we were shifting momentum for us offensively. And And plus, I mean, sending one over the fence is always a great feeling.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
It fits you, AG.
Thank you, thank you. Look, I got a piece of copy paper, put a sticker, and got a purple Sharpie, and there you go, the home run chain.
Hunter takes off. And Yamamoto motors over to third base.
Who thought of the home run chain? Whose idea was that?
So Kelsey and I went get coffee one morning, and we were like, what are some cool traditions that we can start for the Fire Bells? And we bought the home run chain, and we actually bought some bells, some large bells and some lower, some smaller bells. So that's how that came about.
You've been ringing those bells, and just now the strikeout after 4 come across, tied up heading to the bottom half.
Baseball fans, with this inaugural season of the U.S. Pro Baseball League, we're beginning the league's history. In case you didn't know, there is a lot of meaning behind the team names. The Boston Hunters are inspired by Harriet Hunt, one of the first women to practice medicine professionally in the United States, despite being denied admission to Harvard 2 times because she was a woman. Like the offspring that inspired the team's identity and logo, Hunt was determined, fearless, and relentless in pursuing her goals, leaving a mark on history against all odds. The Boston Hunters. The New York Knights were inspired by Dorothy Height, one of the most influential leaders of the civil and women's rights movements. Her lifelong commitment to equality, leadership, and progress reflects a team determined to rise above expectations and take the game to new heights. The New York Knights.
Bottom of the 4th, 4 runs apiece between the Boston Hunters and the New York Heights, and it's a new era call to the bullpen. Gigi Schiano getting the call for the Hunters. She has appeared the most of anyone on the mound for this team, leads with 11 innings pitched. This is her 5th appearance now on the season. ERA just over 4. And her appearances, this being the 5th, that leads the league.
Gigi's gonna need to come in and really just pitch to her strengths, being able to pitch her game, hit her spots, try to get this Heights offense to cool down.
She'll start with the number 9 batter in Kira Izumi. Izumi walked, stole a base last time. Other than the Fire Bells, favorite uniforms that you've seen so far in the WPBL?
You got to go with the Heights home uniform that they're wearing tonight. The pinstripes are absolutely sick.
So classic.
It is. It is. It looks so, so good. And look, I'll give an honorable mention to the Hunters cream uniforms. I mean, honestly, it's so hard to pick because I feel like all of our uniforms are so, so good.
The cream are nice too. Those are both great calls.
Dang, the Queens are side-eyeing you right now, AG.
I know, I know. I got to give them some love. The all blacks look slick too.
Into center. And making the catch. Gabby Haas, one down. Queens did have the diamond cool alternate jerseys last time around.
I saw that. It is very a creative play off of the Queens brand. That's cool. But man, that all black uniform they wear looks so, so slick, especially in baseball. You don't see that a lot, and so I really like their all black ones.
We just saw some Queens in the house, taking it all in here for some Sunday night baseball. Back to the top of the order with Yonatani. Quick 0-2 here from the reliever, Schiano. Gets a hold of this one, lined into center, sinking and caught by Haas.
She did it again.
On her horse. You gotta love that, AJ, come on.
Oh, I love it. There's nothing better to me than an amazing diving catch. And here, let's see how she does it. She's coming in, she's tracking it all the way through, staying low. The best part, to catch the ball in the outfield for the diving catches is trying to catch the ball at its lowest point. She goes low with the ball to stay with it, to see it into her glove. Great catch, Haas. Haas has it.
She got it. She's an infielder primarily too, but has spent some time out there in the green. Made some great catches out there. And Danae Benitez stepping in. She is 1 for 1 with that RBI double from the first. Walked last time.
Uh-oh.
A tower.
Uh-oh.
Out to left center field and see you later. Danae Benitez back on top alone. 7th home run of the season and gives the Heights the lead.
The biggest, the best, Danae. Her 7th home run. We've been talking about who do you think is gonna hit the 7th one first? Danae Benitez, how you feeling about that one, AG?
I mean, look, I get a front row seat on how hard she works. She is one of the hardest workers I know, so to see her get the outcomes that she's getting is absolutely amazing. I've been knowing Danae since she was 14 years old, and so it's just, for me, being one of her best friends and then seeing her outcomes like this is just awesome.
Claire O'Sullivan stepping in. Still 2 outs, and that's hit on the ground. Over to third. Over to first now from Delea, and that'll do it. But the damage has been done. Benitez, her 7th home run, brings across the go-ahead. It's 5-4 New York over Boston. The sun is setting on a Springfield Sunday. We have women's pro baseball. The inaugural season of this league continues on, and the home run chase also continues. Danae Benitez now the update. She's at the top by herself with 7. Whitmore on her heels for the Firebells with 6. McKay not too far behind with 4 herself after a 2 home run day yesterday.
I think the question so many people are asking, why even keep throwing to Danae Benitez?
I think she showed why she earned that walk in between her hits today. She's still back behind the plate as 4, 5, 6 come up for the Hunter, starting with Denver Bryant. Bryant 1 for 2 with a single back in the first. Benitez hanging on to that one.
Hey, give her a break. She's got to be in that position all day. She want a little break.
She's been back there every single game this season for the Heights, too. Amanda, I know you guys have really settled in here in Springfield, Illinois, too. All 4 teams here for the inaugural season.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Springfield has really embraced us. The community here, the families, the, supporters of the Shoes baseball team that is here. I mean, everyone is really coming together. We are really embraced here, which is cool. Like, we got tickets to a concert from a family in Springfield to go to last night. And that's just one example of the many things that we've been invited to, we've been embraced in. So it's been a great experience for everyone here in Springfield.
Cool experience to have everybody in the same place so you all get to know each other. You know each other pretty well. A lot of you do already, but like you said, getting to play with instead of against so many people.
Yeah, and I think we do have downtime, and it's really cool to be able to hang out with everyone in our off time. There's things that people are finding to do, whether it's the water park, whether it's going play rounds of golf at the golf course, or going to the marina and renting out a boat. There's so many creative things that the girls are doing to spend time with each other off the field.
Denver Bryant earned the walk as Heldon Ace fouls that into the stands. A lucky fan getting another souvenir. That's another reason to come to Springfield right there. Bring your glove. The 1-1 pitch. Pick at first. Bryant back in safely.
We had a fan last night catch a fly ball, and I actually watched him catch it. And then after the game, he came, flagged me down and said, "Hey, can you please sign this?" And he was a Springfield local. So it was just a really cool experience.
Runner takes off. Benitez tries to get it down there, but Bryant is safe. Called it herself. She leads the team with a few stolen bases this season.
That aggressive base running, that is what the Hunters are looking to do in order to tie the score back up. It's been a ping pong match between the Heights and the Hunters. Bryant doing what she can to help her team get back on top.
Third stolen base this year, now in scoring position. It's ball 3 to Takara Hendelges. Talked about how Heldon Ace, first home run hitter for this Boston team. And she'll take ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And the Hunters have 2 ducks on the pond with no outs. Amanda, when you see a pitcher walking hitters in front of you, does that change your approach at all when you head to the plate?
Honestly, me as a hitter, it doesn't, because my approach is the same every single time, and I'm swinging until I'm not. I'm a yes, yes, no hitter, and that just means that my swing is on until I have to stop myself from swinging because there's a ball. If I get out of that approach, I get on my heels, and maybe she did walk the other 3 hitters, but I just let one right down the pipe go, and that might have been my one pitch, that at bat, that I could have put my barrel on. So for me, my approach doesn't change no matter what she may be pitching or doing. Now, it does change on the situation, of course. If there's things that's happening in the game, maybe it's we need a runner in, so a sac fly works, or we need to get hit right side. But typically, that yes, yes, no approach works for me.
That's exactly, in my college experience, what we always said as a team. Yes, yes, no. We even stand in bullpen sometimes, literally taking pitches and say out loud yes or no to help us track.
Absolutely. We practice that as well. It's such an effective approach.
Conference on the mound is over. Ooh, that one's going to get Kim right in the helmet. recovering quickly. Jogging down over to first base. Kim, checking on Kim over there at first. Bases are loaded now, and you take another look here. Well, that's why we got the protective gear. Back in the day, old school, they didn't even have those helmets.
I know. I got hit twice the other night, and I had an elbow guard on, supposed to protect it, right? Man, it missed my elbow guard and smoked me in the elbow. I said, man, I need a bigger elbow guard, obviously. But
Can't win.
nah, you just throw some dirt on it.
Right, that fixes everything.
It's true. An opportunity here for the Hunters with bases loaded, no outs. Rain Padgham steps in. So a walk, another walk, and a hit batter load the bases. Padgham 0 for 2, but reached on an error in the fourth, came around to score. On the ground, chopped, just foul. So defensively, Amanda, in this situation, as an infielder, we often see them come in a little tighter, thinking about that force out at home.
Yeah, I mean, the goal here is to keep it in the infield and throw home and get the double play at first. Obviously, as a hitter now, it opens up a lot for you to make something happen, and it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. When we have to move in like that, it takes a lot away from the defense. And so, as a hitter, you have a lot of holes to play with.
1-2 to Padgham. Sinks low and away.
Really, as a hitter, you're trying to hit something to the right side because that puts a lot of pressure on the defense to make a clean play to the plate. And so as a runner, we're looking anything down angle to the right side. It's an automatic go.
Padgham stays alive, fouls off the 2-2. Do it again. Ball 3. Full count, bases loaded, no outs. I asked AJ this, I'll ask you this, AG. Who's got more pressure with a full count, pitcher or the hitter?
Definitely the pitcher, in my opinion.
And she produces the pop-up here. Communication as that's in shallow left, it's gonna fall. Bryant comes across home plate, and we're tied up once again, 5 apiece.
That's those holes I was just talking about. If that wasn't the situation and she was playing regular depth, that would have been caught. But because the infield's moving in, that's a tough play.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little bit hard to find.
Yeah, did find that out over at second base, though, on the force. So a heads up with situational awareness there. One away, runners at the corners. Micah Dumais. 2 RBI double last time up.
One thing to note, the defense is now back in regular position with runners at first and third rather than bases loaded, as Amanda discussed earlier.
Throw down to second. And going in safely is Padgham. 2 in scoring position. Two-0 count here to Dumais. How's that pitch off?
I'm jealous of y'all in the booth right now. starting to rain.
And I can see it coming down a little bit here in Robin Roberts Stadium.
Just to give the fans a little bit of insight, when the rain's coming down like this, any ball hit in the air, it is extremely tough when you look up. You know, the flat bills that the players are wearing now, it keeps it out of your eyes when you're looking forward. But man, if a ball goes up in the air and your head goes up, it's really tough.
That pitch just misses. Zettlemoyer wanted it, but the walk will load the bases once again. The rain starting to come down even harder. You can see it on the field. And a bit of a pause in play here. Umpires are convening. Rocky Henley out on the field. The players awaiting to know what they're going to do next. That came on quickly. Tough moment too here in the 5th inning, tied up at 5. But Paloma Banach, she's not affected. She's still moving and grooving. Some of the fans, some of the staff trying to find some cover. See the conversations happening on the field. And it's a new era call to the bullpen. London Studer taking over for Zettlemoyer. She'll get her warm-up pitches in, coming in with bases loaded. We'll be back in just a few. Under the lights and under some rain clouds, hopefully just passing through, as we have a new pitcher on the mound, and grounds crew replacing Spike on the mound there. That's how you get the mud out of your cleats. Grounds crew has been working incredibly hard to get this field ready for this season. And there's Alyssa Zettlemoyer. She'll move from the mound over to third base. Zettlemoyer went 2 1/3 after coming in on relief. And how is it running on the field when it's wet like this, Amanda?
It poses a challenge, but in the game of baseball, there's so much adversity that we face every single game. And so it's all about not letting the adversity get to you, but learning how to overcome it. So the field is a little mushy. The ball plays a little bit slower in these conditions, but it's all about how well you can adjust.
And on the flip side of that, in the outfield, it plays faster. Because it is wet, it will skip. So you have to read and judge the ball, the way in which you go after it. Don't want to be timid, but you want to understand that the way in which, as soon as that ball hits the ground, it's not going to bounce up, it's going to bounce back. So you have to place your glove more sort of forward, the way infielders are taught. Glove in front to field. That's kind of what you have to do a little bit more in the outfield when the grass is wet like this right now.
Rain coming down once again, and we do have some defensive changes. So in addition to Zettelmoyer at third, that is Madison Willen at second. We saw Rakyoung Kim moving to left field and Claire O'Sullivan switching corners going over to first. Due up right now, Yamamoto. We'll get things started against Studer. Pitch is low and in. When there's a break in play like that, Amanda, how do you stay focused to restart?
Honestly,
Oh, that's gonna flare and that's gonna fall. Going to third base, but not in time to cover. The ball gets passed into the dugout. More runs coming across. No! Denied at home plate. The defense for the Heights stepping up.
yeah, I think with a break in play, to stay focused, it's all about coming together. You see a lot of when there are breaks in the play.
Sometimes it's just about finding the right spot. It's Padgham coming in right there. And it's 2 away here. Runners at second and third. That's gonna get past. It was 6-5 and now make it 7. Dumais comes in to score. And the Hunters with a 2-run lead.
Talked about infield and outfield, but we didn't talk about what the rain does for the pitchers. It can sometimes be really hard to grip the ball and place it exactly where you want when the ball is wet, even when the conditions around are wet. And that could be something Studer is struggling with right now. You see her trying to dry it out on her pants, trying to get that ball as dry as possible so that her grip is what she wants it to be to throw the pitch that she wants to throw.
In there for a strike. Top of the order here with Gabby Haas. Studer trying to find that control. Heights played in some rain on opening night against the LA Queens. (3-1). That'll miss upstairs. Haas is aboard via the walk. Runners at the corners for the Hunters for Edith DeLea. Sac fly RBI last time up, looking for her first hit today. Studer finds his zone. Are you talking to your pitcher in this situation, Amanda, on defense? Just letting her know you have your back?
Absolutely. And depending on the pitcher, you know how to best support the pitcher. So just understanding your pitchers, what they need to hear in certain moments as an infielder is a huge advantage.
Off the end of the bat, back to Studer, off her glove, it'll trickle behind her. Another one comes across. And it's another crooked number for the Hunters. 8-5.
You've played with Stu before though, huh, AG?
Yeah.
What would you be telling her in this moment?
Honestly, the ball is, you know, it did skid a little bit, so she just has to shake it off and worry about the next play. You know, having the pitcher's mindset locked in every single pitch is so important. So as an infielder, just talking her through this and trying to get her locked back in. I know it's not, you know, the best feeling, you know, making a play like that, but, you know, she can come back from this and get them out of the inning.
Yeah, I would definitely say, especially in moments like this on defense, when one error happens, it feels like a second and a third. It just keeps rolling. The best thing to do is take the time, relax, reset, set the intention for what you want to happen in the next inning, the next pitch, and then deliver. But going too fast and not trying to take those moments to reset is where we see the dominoes begin to fall.
Absolutely. Every player needs to have some type of mental reset that works for their mental game. And so, you know, we just saw Stu kind of just take a second and relock back in. So we should see some good pitches.
And she's going up against Molly Pattison. Hunters have batted around here in the fifth. Back-to-back 4-run innings for Boston.
Pattison came into the game today leading the Hunters in hits. She's someone that they definitely want up to the plate right now in this moment with runners at first and second.
Gets a swinging strike there, does Studer. 1-2 count. Pitch is upstairs. Pattison came in leading in hits, as AJ mentioned, but 0 for 3 so far today. Pop up, a fly out, and a strikeout. She'll step out. We've seen that at times too, Amanda, people stepping out when they're in the box. And what situation would you do something like that?
I don't utilize the timeout much, even if a pitcher is quick pitching. Personally, for me offensively, it just kind of throws my mojo off. But I know players do use that in certain situations where they need a reset, or maybe they pick up something on the pitcher that they want to reset themselves for.
Studer with the strikeout. Fans coming from far and wide to Springfield, Illinois to watch the WPBL. These fans traveled 8 hours to be here to watch the Boston Hunters and the New York Heights for some Sunday night baseball. The Heights right now trailing by 3, 8-5 advantage for the Hunters. Schiano still on the bump. First pitch in for a strike is Zettelmoyer. Lahner's got the start in the cleanup spot as the DH with some of the changes on the field. Zettelmoyer in there now. Looks like Dumais getting something fixed on the glove. Going to switch it out for now over at first. Still have some rain here at Robin Roberts. Has let up just a touch. Sciano finds his own again. Amanda, you've had some long innings with the Fire Bells, especially since you've been so productive offensively. How do you make the switch? As that is line just foul. The switch from defense to offense, how do you stay focused and make sure that you can transition your mindset?
Yeah, I think that as an athlete, we train for those. It's really easy to stay locked in. And like I was saying earlier, there's never a lead too safe in this game. You can be up 10-0 and still lose the game. And so no matter what's happening offensively, if you have a very long inning, we always go out with the approach on every single pitch, 100% lock in, because the second you don't lock in or you're unfocused is when the other team will come up and have a huge inning. And that we've seen that a lot this season, where teams have had a big inning and then the team comes around again and has a big inning and it's tit for tat. We saw a little bit of that in this game here tonight.
1-2 pitch. Skied, right side, in between, calling it off and making the catch. That's Yamamoto. Yeah, she did a good job of sticking with that one, Amanda.
Yeah, she did. But it was good that she called both the right fielder and the first baseman off. That's a second baseman's ball all day.
Amanda, how do you limit the big innings, though? You talked about how you see it often in WPBL. A lot of power here, a lot of great momentum, but how on defense do you try to minimize that?
There's so many ways, and I'll give you an example. On our game last time, our catcher backpicked the girl at second, and we were able to swing the momentum back to our side. We had our shortstop make diving plays in the 5-6 hole and limit the run. So it's all about making the plays in the big moments to limit their offensive momentum. And so, you know, hitting your cuts, you know, getting the easy outs, getting the routine outs. You see a lot of big innings because sometimes the routine plays aren't made. You know, we're not playing catch or we're not hitting cuts. So it's all about the little things when it comes to baseball.
Always goes back to the basics, doesn't it?
It does.
The things we hated as kids, that's what gets the wins.
It's true.
3-1, swung on, put in play. Perez running to first, and the throw is in time. 2 up, 2 down for the Hunters. What do you do to make sure you can make good throws when the field is wet? So the ball gets a little bit wet. How do you handle that?
It's a challenge, but you have to stay in your legs. I think that's the biggest thing when the ball is wet. You have to use your bottom half and your footwork to set you up for a good throw, even if the ball is a little bit slippery.
In the outfield, you just got to keep it down.
Yes.
Keep that ball down because it will sail.
Yep, and as infielders, we love when the outfielders keep it down. But it's interesting because of the turtle back in the outfield. In the infield, we're standing on higher ground, and so the outfielders, when they throw level, they're throwing down because we're on higher ground. So it's an element that we've practiced and we've talked about.
Part of getting to know Robin Roberts Stadium. 2-0 count here to London Studer. Fouls that straight back. She's a 2 for 2 days she's got going. An RBI and a run scored. And what did we say yesterday, AJ? 2 outs, so what?
So what, honey?
2-1 pitch finds his own to even it up.
Amanda talked about it, that momentum. You can find momentum regardless of how many outs there are, and you can keep it. That's when the numbers start popping up on the board.
Called strike 3. Schiano sits her down, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Boston. They still lead 8-5 as we head to the 6th. Thank you, Amanda Gentiloni, for joining us. It's been fantastic.
Thank you guys so much for having me, and go Fire Bells.
Five innings in the books. The Hunters 8, the Heights 5, coming into the top of the 6th. We talked about how big innings are possible for any of these teams. So the Hunters, they have the lead, but they're looking to add to the tally. Denver Bryant leading off to try to get that going right now.
Denver Bryant came into this game leading the Hunters in RBI, so she knows how to get on base. She wants to be that spark plug in the 6th to keep this energy that the Hunters have on their side going.
Bryant 1 for 2, a single, also walked, stole a base, scored. It was just an inning ago to kick off the 4-run spree that we saw. Back-to-back innings for Boston. To the right side, foul territory. And we have seen this in the past where the Heights start off fast, but the later innings become a little bit harder, whereas it's been flipped for Boston. The late innings has been when they have thrived. Trending that way again so far tonight.
Yeah, the Hunters doing what the Hunters have done all season, and that's get on the board in the later innings. The Heights working they get that lead in the beginning, but they gotta work, and they're working to try to continue to add on it throughout the game.
Studer works to take that one herself. Help yourself out, get the first one, as Bryant is retired, and Takara Eldenace stepping in. She has been walked 3 times. Scored 2 of those times. After unleashing on that home run just last night, we've been more careful with her today.
And a walk is just as good as a hit. We love the big moments, we love the big hits, and she has that gap-to-gap power, 4 doubles on the season with a home run. But her getting on base by being patient and waiting for her pitch and being disciplined at the plate, she's doing the same work and the same job as her getting a hit.
Does it again right there. 4th walk of the night.
Another quality AB for Takara Eldenace.
And that'll bring up Hyuna Kim. One away with Eldon Ace over at first. In the dirt, that's going to get past. Tough pitch to handle for Benitez. Eldon Ace now at second. They're moving up 90 feet in scoring position. Hunters thus far have taken advantage with runners on base. Kim 1 for 2 with a single. She was also hit by a pitch last time up. Takes a strike right there. Kim, the 4th overall draft pick. One of the defining figures in Korean women's baseball. Swings through strike 2 there. The World Cup captain for the national team. Has been with the national team since 2021, representing Korea. Foul down the third baseline. He's also the batting champion in the Women's Baseball Asian Cup. 15 hits in 7 games back in 2025.
Kim is doing a lot.
Swings through that pitch, and Studer with the strikeout. Winning the battle right there, the reliever, London Studer. 2 away, and her 2nd strikeout of the day.
Oh, nice breaking pitch on the inside part of the plate for Studer to get Kim to swing through it.
Runner takes off. Benitez with the throw down. Did a nice job of picking that ball behind the plate.
That was great base running by Eldon Ace. As a base runner, you want to see that ball down, because if you can see the ball down, and get a good hop on it when if it hits the ground, the chance of you being able to getting to the next base are a lot higher, as the catcher has to pick that ball first, then pick it up, get themselves in a position to make that throw. So as a base runner, if you're looking to steal, you're looking for something down.
Rain Padgham, 2-0. Right back up the middle. The diving glove there, she'll knock it down, but runs through first, and the RBI infield single. And Boston tacks on another one. Second single of the day for Rain Padgham. 3rd straight inning, scoring a run for the Hunters. Micah Dumais. Takes a cut there for strike 1. Dumais had a good day. 2 for 2, a walk, 2 RBI double in the mix. Nice bend on that pitch to catch the corner. Studer with the 0-2. That'll miss upstairs. Studer starting to settle in. In the dirt, Benitez hangs onto it. Plenty of time, though, for Padgham to make her way to second.
Padgham did exactly what Eldon Ace did, looking at the ball down. As soon as it hits the ground, you know that you have the opportunity, especially if you have some speed, to take the next base, being that the work that the catcher has to do in order to get back up, to make the play, is a lot more difficult and takes more time.
Third arm of the day for the Heights. First lefty that we've seen for New York today. Got her swinging. 2 strikeouts, 1 more comes across. The Hunters extend the lead 9-5 over the Heights. Let's take a look at our game summary presented by Visit Springfield. A monster 5th inning for the Boston Hunters. They were finding the spots, they were showing off the power, and the aggressiveness on the base paths brought in 4 more runs. And Boston keeps tacking it on. They lead 9-5 right now over New York. As Diana Ibarra steps in, going up against the reliever Gigi Schiano. Popped up infield. On the right side, Yamamoto squeezes it. An efficient first out. 1 away. Kyung Kim now stepping in. Takes a strike. RBI single last time up. Not a bad way to get your first hit in the WPBL. Bring in a run while you're at it. Schiano getting settled. A league-leading 5th appearance for her here tonight. Comes into this second in terms of games finished. She's had 3. Sneaks a strike in there. 1-2. Laced into left. Right there to make the catch, making it look easy. Held an ace with the second out.
And Kim got a good swing on this ball, but it just hit directly to Takara Eldenay. She was camping under it, waiting to make the catch.
So stepping in the 9 spot, Madison Willen saw her come in over at second base. Kira Izumi got the start in the order here as Willen takes strike 1. One for 8 so far. It's a line drive right at the shortstop. Hajim snags it, and 1-2-3 for the Hunters. Their momentum keeps rolling.
Who would be the player of the game today?
We had a fire bell in the booth. We've got some queens in the stands. Jamie McKay and Michelle Roche taking in the sights and sounds here as the Boston Hunters lead the New York Heights 9-5 here in the 7th. London Studer still on the hill for New York. She will face 9-1-2, starting with Yamamoto. Yamamoto's been on 3 times, couple of base hits and an RBI with a run scored tonight. 2-0 pitch. In their first strike. Jamie McKay, Michelle Roche signing some autographs behind home plate as well. Been really cool to see the fan engagement with these athletes.
Yeah, sometimes when you go to major league game, professional sport, you don't really have the access to the players, your favorite players. But here at WPBL, the community is so vast and so big. You're able to talk to the players, communicate, even get some balls signed.
That is the dream. And Yamamoto on base for the 4th time as McKay and Roche look on.
I think the key here right now for Studer is just to get out of this inning with no runs. The Hunters have scored every inning since the 4th. In order to shift that momentum back, gonna try to make sure to keep the Hunters from crossing home plate.
Gabby Haas fouls that pitch off as it's back to the top of the order. Haas is 0 for 2. She did lay down a sacrifice bunt successfully, walked as well back in the 5th. In the air, right side, communication, and calling her off at second is Willen. That's the communication Amanda Gentiloni was talking to us about.
Yeah, Amanda let us know that it is always second baseman's ball until the outfielder comes out, right field comes in and calls him off.
Key first out for the Heights. And now it's Edith DeLea's turn. That's on the ground, over to Willen. She'll stop it in front, gets the out at second. They turn 2. The twin kill to get out of the inning. Heights trail by 4 with 3 outs left. Back at it here in the bottom of the 7th. The Heights down to their final 3 outs. They trail 9-5 to the Boston Hunters. It's the 4th time these two teams have met in under 2 weeks. Hunters came in with the advantage, 2-1 over the Heights. Trying to make it 3 out of 4, but Danae Benitez and company not done yet. We've seen big innings from the Heights before, and they still have another inning to work with. Top of the order, exactly what you'd want up right now for New York. And Yonatani kicking things off. E.G. Sciano took over after the starter Kate Blunt went a few innings. Yonatani looking for her first hit today. She's got a 6-game hit streak on the line. One. Make it 1-2. Sciano finished out 3 games already this season for Boston. Popped up, out of play. And the fan recovers it. Hunter's fan getting that souvenir. That'll be popped out of play once again. Yonatani Benitez starting things off here, scheduled up. In the dirt. Yonatani came into today second in the league in hits.
Only behind who?
Who else? Who's right behind her on deck? Takes ball 3. Full count. Staying alive. Not surprised to see Yonatani put together an at-bat like this, fighting off pitches, going deep in the count. Fans appreciate it too. The more foul balls, the better. Payoff pitch into center field. Going back for it right at the wall.
Nice.
Haas reels it in. What a play.
She did it again. Haas has it. Now this was a great job when we talk about textbook outfield reads. Haas able to go back on that ball, read it all the way through. What seemed like she wasn't sure where the fence was, so that's what you have to do. You keep going no matter what. Run through that fence if you have to.
Tonight's Capelli Sport play of the game. It's Danae Benitez retaking the top spot all on her own in the home run chase. Her 7th of the season to lead this league. Takes ball 1 here. That was her last at-bat back in the 4th. The solo shot did have the RBI double earlier as well. That's straight back. Benitez showing off the power, but has been showing off the consistency as well. 20 hits to lead the league as she takes a strike there. One, two. In the dirt, good take from Benitez. Captain trying to get something going here with 1 out. Fills the count now 3-2. Sciano now approaching 50 pitches thrown in her appearance. In her 4th inning of work in relief. Payoff. Swing and a miss, a big time strikeout. Sciano wins the battle, and Boston is 1 out away from another victory.
Coming up and in to get Benitez to swing and miss.
Claire O'Sullivan grounds the first one foul. Down to their last out, the Heights. Sullivan with the hot start offensively in this league. Does have an RBI tonight. Hit hard to the right side, just off the diving glove of Yamamoto. Skips into right field, and O'Sullivan gives the Heights some life. Good effort, but that was hit on a line. Alyssa Zettelmoyer. Zettelmoyer 0 for 1, popped up to second base in the 5th. Replaced Kylie Lawners in the lineup. Swinging strike right there. Schiano evens it up 1-1. Hunters 2-4 overall in the season, 1-2 under manager Jamal Weeks. Hit over to third. Long throw from DeLea offline, tries to lay down the tag, but Dumais just out of reach. Zettelmoyer aboard.
Zettelmoyer taking a bit of a walk, like she might have hurt herself, trying to stretch to step on first. Bit of a long throw for DeLea, and then, yeah, Zettelmoyer goes in, kind of slides in a little bit funky, trying to duck the tag. But she's back on first base, and it looks like she's ready to go.
Yeah, trying to duck the tag and avoid contact there with Dumais. But first and second now with 2 outs for Val Perez. Perez 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice and scored back in the first. When the Heights had most of their production that they've had tonight. 3 runs coming across in the first. They scored 1 in the third. And it's been quiet ever since. 2-0, lined into left center. Waving around, coming home to score. And the Heights, with the RBI double from Perez, they cut the lead to 3.
We talked about it earlier with Amanda. No lead is truly ever safe. This ball, she waits on it, goes down and gets it, and puts a good bat just over the head of Padgham, makes it all the way to the fence, able to score O'Sullivan. And now Zettelmoyer's at third with Perez at second.
Benitez home run did come in the 4th as well. That is run number 6. And Jamal Weeks having a conversation with the battery out there on the mound as the tying run comes to the plate. London Studer.
This is definitely a moment where manager Jamal Weeks really just wants to take that time to slow down that momentum. You could kind of feel it shift a little bit over to the Heights. And we talked about earlier, you kind of have to take those moments to reset, whether it be on the mound or on the field.
Studer been seeing the ball well. 2 for 3 tonight with an RBI and a run scored. First pitch takes it for ball 1. Studer, the Ohio native, 19th overall draft pick here in the WPBL. Steps out here. And it looked like a balk was called, and runners will both advance. Zettelmoyer comes in to score. That makes it a 9-7 ball game as Perez advances over to third.
Manager Jamal Weeks wants the umpires to come together, have a conversation about the call on the balk.
going to do just that. Ace umpire Jolyn Polano. Emily Herpick behind home plate calling balls and strikes tonight. That's a big moment. AJ, you talked about how the Heights have a little bit of momentum right now. Catching a break right there, you're just within 2, it's within reach.
Yeah, Studer represents the tying run at the plate right now. So what Gigi Sciano is wanting to do right now is to just get back to throwing her game. There's a lot of elements that can really get into her head. She has to come back, reset, resettle, and throw what she wants to throw.
Gets a strike via the foul ball. Sciano's been one of the go-to arms out of the pen for Boston. 60 pitches thrown tonight. Out to left. Going over to make the grab. Held an ace, and that will do it. The Hunters get the victory 9-7 over the Heights. They've taken 3 of the 4 matchups from New York. The get-back win for Boston. They improved to 3-4 on the season. That puts them up in the standings. The Heights now 2-5, sitting in the 4th spot. The Hunters with a couple of big innings, 4 runs in the 4th, 4 runs in the 5th, another one in the 6th. And that made the difference. Heights showed some life late in the 7th, bringing a couple across. But a 2-run ball game goes the way of Boston.
It's time for us to find our player of the game. Micah. What's up? But Micah.
Tonight's Dick's Sporting Goods player of the game is Micah
so
Dumais.
Good. Come talk to me.
AJ Andrews down on the field with the Dick's Sporting Goods player of the game.
Here with Micah Dumais, the Dick's Sporting Goods player of the game. Micah, 2 doubles, 2 RBI. You'll be able to come out here. What did it feel like? What was your approach to the plate today?
Honestly, I just wanted my first hit, but I've been thinking about getting a hit. Today, I was more like, okay, just keep your eyes on the ball and let the ball fly. So I was like, just be yourself and it's gonna happen. So yeah, I just did that. And we won, so let's go.
It pays to be yourself, huh? Yeah. We're talking about the identity and being yourself as the Hunters. You guys really turned things on in the later half of the games. Inning 4, inning 5, both 4 runs. What was the conversations coming back into the dugout after that big inning in the 4th to have another in the 5th?
I think we were just like, okay, yeah, we did score some 4 runs in that inning, but we got to score more because we can't win with only 4 runs. They had like 4 runs too. So just like go ahead and keep on hitting, keep on playing, and score more runs, as many as you can.
Micah, the Hunters have now won 3 out of the 4 matchups with the Heights. How do you use this momentum and this confidence going further this season?
Well, we're going to be against LA and San Francisco next game, so we're going to be ready and we're going to play them hard like we should. We're going to hit bombs, play hard, run hard. We're going to beat them.
Micah, what is your message to your team, the Hunters? Talking about you're going to beat them, you're ready for these next matchups. What do you want to say?
Let's go, team! Let's go with it! Let's go! Yeah!
The Boston Hunters come away with this win. Micah Dumais, the player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
Micah Dumais getting her first hit of the season tonight, and week 3 wraps up in the WPBL. And it's a 9-7 victory for the Boston Hunters over the New York Heights. For AJ Andrews, our entire crew, our special guest, Amanda Gentiloni, I'm Jenna Becerra saying so long from Springfield. We'll be back Wednesday as week 4 of the WPBL commences. See you then.